right? So I'm just going to give you my updates, what I'm looking for. So today we already having Monday 9. So it is almost 6:30. The market is already moving. I already did some pre-analysis, but I didn't get to record them, right? So let's get straight into it. So what I'm saying, the first pair I want to look at is the XY. The XY is a dollar index, so we are looking at the strength of the dollar. Last week we have to keep in mind that we had NFP data which was released, and we saw NFP came out negative, and we had this move to the downside, right? So what we're looking for this week is very much easy, right? If you look at the XY, you can see we've been forming structure to the downside, so we have the downtrend, and you can see we've reached the double top, and market is kind of pulling back to the upside. So what I want to see on the XY here is very easy, right? So I want to see that if price is able to take out this lower high that we have here, because we've been forming high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then this lower high that's been formed. If price is able to take out this particular lower high that's been formed here, then I can be expecting what the XY to continue now. Maybe this could be a reversal, right? But until then, we keep our fingers crossed. I'm still bearish on the XY, right? So I'm just expecting this a pullback, and then we can continue to the downside, right? But where it is now, it is currently at a very strong support level, which we can't ignore that, right? So looking at the XY on the 4-hour time frame, right? So on the 4-hour time frame, what we can see is the XY is still pushing to the upside, right? So possibly we will have this push to the upside, right? So we can have some buys on the XY all the way to 101,879, where I'm looking at right now, right? After having this bottom that has been formed, until we break this bottom, then before we can continue to the downside. If we break past this high, then we are heading to the upside, right? So that is my view on the XY right now. So with that, I can just look at gold, right? I can look at gold, which is a pair I'm going to be trading. So looking at gold for this current week, let me start with the monthly time frame, right? So because we're in a new month, right, it's good to always have a view of what the previous month looked like, right? I think it's loading. So now looking at gold from a monthly perspective, what we have here, already did some analysis. So what we have here, very simple. Let me take out this fib level. Good, right? You can see that this is a monthly range. So these are monthly low and monthly high. All of these candle was the previous month, right? So you can still see that we still have some pullbacks that we could possibly do before price continues to the upside. But overall, in the monthly time frame, bear in mind that we are bullish. That's the first thing you have to keep in mind. We are bullish on the monthly time frame, right? So if anything you're seeing right now is a significant pullback, and then we move to the upside, right? But what I'm seeing on the monthly time frame is there are some levels that I see price could potentially come and fill this week. Also coming to retest this particular mid-monthly range, which is kind of acting as a support zone right now. So moving on to the weekly time frame, that is that on my monthly. On the weekly time frame, I see this strong support level here. That price could potentially come and fill. That's why I said this midweek range is very important for us to look at, the midweek range, monthly mid-range, right? Come and see if price could pull back, and then we test on this particular zone, then we can have the continuation of our buys, right? So pay attention to gold at this particular level is 2472, 2450 zone. Very important zone to look at, right? So moving on to the daily time frame. So this is a complete top-down analysis you should do every week, or you should do every day before you take a trade, right? So looking at the monthly time frame, what we can see here is that very easy, gold has been ranging within this zone. So what I'm saying is that if gold actually keeps trading above 24,500, I'm going to be looking for buys. If gold keeps trading below this, then I'm looking for sells, right? The sales I'm looking for is just to catch the counter trend trade, get the sales all the way to this monthly mid-range, that is 2450, and if we break that zone, then I'm looking at 2380 zone, right? If we get to break this particular monthly range, because we see that we have this gap to fill here, we have a lot of space here to trade into, and seeing the rejections we have in here, we need a strong breakout above 2530, right? A strong breakout to see if price can continue. But if we don't get that, then we can start seeing price coming to the downside. So I'm seeing price moving all the way to this weekly low, to testing this support level, right? That's my view on gold for this week. So I'm kind of in this intra week, I'll put it that way. Intraday, I'm bearish on gold to cash these moves to the downside, right? But in case if the market changes, then we have to adjust to it. We do our predictions, but yeah, we have to do what the market is telling us to do, right? So yeah, we can see that after NFP yesterday, we on Friday we had this strong move to the downside. NFP really tricked a lot of people, started by selling off and then buying, then moving, right? So right now we can see that we've had this move to the downside. As I said, I'm waiting to look at this weekly low and this monthly mid-range where my eyes are on, right? So if I put my Fibonacci here to measure the retracement after an impulsive move, you have a retracement. So if you put it this way, what you will see now is that price has not even reached at the 38.2% Fibonacci level, but we are currently testing this particular support zone that's become now a resistance, right? 500, right? That's 2,500 for gold, and price is already rejecting to the downside, right? So right now we just have to be patient, watch and see what the market can do. If we continue this pull to the downside here, and then we'll be looking for our sales. But if price pulls back into this zone, then that's when we look for sales at these highs here. Right, it's good to always buy what you want to buy you want to sell at a premium level and then buy at a discounted price, right? So if price pulls here at this premium zone, then we can look forward for more sales, right? So looking at the 1 hour time frame for entries, gold is already printing potential move to the downside this morning. So yeah, but I'm just not taking any trade right now. I'm still going to watch and see how price reacts to this particular zone, right? We might still have price grab some liquidity here before drops, but yeah, we are looking for sales below 2,500 all the way to 2472, right? So this is my view on gold. Take a look, take a screenshot. You can see how everything is looking very simple, or the levels are looking very simple, right? And I'm going to be trading just off these levels, right? Not taking any trade in between, just all the levels, right? So I'm going to leave the link to my Telegram community where I share all my trades, and I'm going to be updating you guys about this particular gold trades I'm going to be taking. So if you're not part of that Telegram community, join right now, and also subscribe to this video, share this video to as many people as you can. Please subscribe, and also make sure you keep a like to this video and a comment if you want me to do more of this, right? So I don't show you EURUSD, but let me just show you what I see on EURUSD after doing the weekly time frame for those who like EURUSD. Looking at EURUSD, you can see, looking at it from a 4-hour time frame, not going too far because I've already done my analysis on the XY, right? And I can see what I'm seeing here is just going to be the reverse of the XY, right? So looking at EURUSD from a higher time frame perspective, I've already put a sell here. I see that price might actually drop again before actually buying. So looking at it, you can see that gold is actually EURUSD is forming higher highs, lower highs, higher highs, lower highs, higher highs, lower highs, right? So what there will be a potential that gold might actually just drop a bit like here to this zone, then continue the buy movement, right? That's similar move we are waiting for on the XY. So that's just what I'm seeing on EURUSD right now. 4 hours fully printed this move, then we can have a continuation to the downside. Bear in mind that we have key zones here to react to, right? So price could pull back to this zone, then continue to buy the downside. This is just what I'm seeing on EURUSD. We've had significant movement to the upside. Price could just retrace a bit and then continue its movement to the upside. The same thing we're looking for on the XY, the opposite of that. Yeah, so this is my analysis for this week. I hope you enjoy it. See you next week and have a safe trading week. Yeah, peace out.